In today's video, I'm going to share my #1 miniature painting tips and tricks. The double one ritual. Do you have so much to paint you don't know where to start? Do you have too many projects on the go at once? Do you find it hard to get motivated? Well, today I'm going to show you how you can get your stuff painted and still have time for other projects. It's coming right up. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. And if you're new to the channel and you want to keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. And remember, I upload on a Monday, Thursday and Saturday every week. Okay, so today I'm going to share my #1 tip and trick to getting miniatures painted. Now, I'm not talking about finishing projects to a deadline here. I'm talking about, well, you know what I mean, when you have a pile of models that need painting. You also have a pile of models that you still haven't built yet. And on top of that, there's new toys coming out all of the time. How do we cope? How do we get those models painted? Well, today I'm going to share the #1 ritual with you. This is a system that will work. No, I'm not talking about this.
Seriously?
So, what is the #1 ritual? Now, this ritual isn't designed for people who have loads of time to paint and are highly motivated. It isn't designed for people who have to paint to a deadline, although you can adapt it for just that. Pen. This ritual is for people who have too many projects, too many things on the go at once, people who find it hard to get motivated, people who look at their desk and think to themselves, if only I could see some progress. Well, the #1 ritual will do just that, and this is how it works. Now, the idea is to paint 1 hour once a day, every day. Now, I know that may sound very simple, and I also know that some people may think that's impossible for me, but bear with me because this works. It's absolutely amazing how much you can actually get painted painting just 1 hour a day. Now, I appreciate that not everyone will be able to put in 1 hour a day, so you might have to adapt the program, maybe half an hour a day. But one thing for certain, with the #1 ritual, you will definitely see progress on your models. You will be motivated to paint more models, and not only that, you will have the opportunity with this program to do other projects as well. Imagine that, to be able to paint your current painting projects and work on your new toys or your old toys at the same time, all guilty-free and with great progress on your work. But how do we put that into action? Let's find out. Okay, so now we have our plan to paint 1 hour once a day. However, this plan can be flexible, and that is where the beauty of this plan comes in. The object of the #1 ritual is to paint 7 hours a week. Now, what I suggest you do, and what I do, is I've gone out and bought myself a £1 calendar. On this calendar, every time I paint an hour for the day, I put a tick by that day. Now, of course, some of us aren't able to paint on certain days. For example, I go out on a Tuesday. So on Tuesdays, I don't get time to paint at all. In actual fact, I have 2 or 3 days of the week that's just like that. However, I can make up the time, and that's the beauty of having the calendar system there right in front of you. Now, of course, you could use an app, your mobile phone, or just pen and paper. However, I like this system. Now, the key thing here is if you paint more than the allocated time, let's say you paint 2 hours on one day, well, what you do is you put a tick on the first day, and then you put a tick on the next day. That means that the next day you've already painted for that 1 hour. And with a little planning of how much time you're going to get to paint for that particular week, you could end up with a few hours of painting that you've already done, allowing you to have time to do other projects. So let's say you do a 3-hour painting session. That means for 2 days of that week you don't have to paint, and that means you've got 2 free hours to do other hobby stuff. Or you could just have a 2-day break. Slowly but surely is the key thing here. 7 hours every week, that's 365 hours of painting a year. No one can sniff at that. Yes, it may take you a few weeks, a few months to get something painted. However, at least you are doing something. You're going to see progress every day and you're going to keep motivated. Plus, you'll have other time to do other things, hobby related or non-hobby related. For me, for example, it means I have time to make these videos and I have time to do my hobby. This system really works. Now, the advantage of marking up each hour as you paint them means you'll be learning how long it takes you to paint certain things, and that could be very useful for the future. Maybe sometime in the future you'll be asked to do a commission. Someone will want to know how much you're going to charge them. Well, now, with all the knowledge that you've just learned, you can price up a particular model because you'll know how long it will take to paint. Also, if you are in a position where you have to paint to a deadline, it gives you much better idea of how long things are going to take to get them done in time. But most importantly of all, you will be getting your models painted. You will be making progress on your armies. You will feel good about yourself. 1 hour, once a day, it works. And if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed yet, start now, hit the Idic Beer icon. And if you want to see my Back to Basics playlist, where I go from box to finished model with all the tips that I know, then check out that playlist just there. Beam me up.